Spike and Bandai too. What the hell did you guys do? Let me get something straight. I have not bought Jump Force. I will not buy Jump Force. All the information I have is strictly from the beta, reviews, and gameplay from others that have bought the game. But, you know, I've experienced enough to make my own opinion without having to support companies putting out an unfinished product. Now, I can't really pin the blame on Bandai, you know. They've proven that they're able to publish and serve good games whenever they need to. But for some reason, every time Spike is involved, you know, every time I see the Spike logo pop up, games that have the potential of being a 10 out of 10 turn out to be total trash can water. You probably think I'm exaggerating. Okay, so in 2005, Jump Superstars is released on Nintendo DS. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, wow, what the hell is this? This game is so good. Who could have thought of making this idea? The developer was Ganbarion. Then in 2006, since, you know, the game was such a hit and popular with anime fans of all kinds, they said, hey, why don't we make another one? And everyone was like, oh my god, this is so hot. This is literally heat. I wonder who made this. The developer was Ganbarion. Then come March of 2014, 8 years later, J-Star's Victory Versus gets released. And you got clunky gameplay, repetitive combos, lackluster moves, stiff animations. You need to have below a 7 IQ to find this game even mediocre, and below minus 12 IQ to find this enjoyable. Everyone was like, wow, this is not hot. This is literally not heat. I wonder who made this. The developer was Spike. And I'm guessing Bandai didn't learn its lesson because, you know, 5 years later, here we are. Jump Force, made by Spike. Not surprising. I'm starting to feel like all those spikes that, you know, all those old video games put in as an obstacle, it wasn't made as a classical weakness to your character. It was an indirect message by game companies trying to let everyone know, avoid Spike at all costs. Yo, follow me on Twitter. Everything they did wrong in J-Stars, they brought back, but they tried to pretty it up. This game still feels like it's an alpha. The combos are disconnected, the gameplay still feels clunky, but you know, they've tried to add a chase feature after knockbacks to try to invoke some false sense of innovation. Spamming special abilities is rewarded. In fact, a good review, one of my favorite reviews of the game from someone named Kashimaru Click, has pointed out that Naruto's Rasengan not only has super armor, but is plus on block. Supports can be sent in literally anytime you inhale. Like a support just got sent in the game. Another one just got sent in. The story mode, the story mode, oh my god, this is one of the only games I can confidently say, after seeing the story mode, I'd much rather them just not have had a story mode at all, you know? If the story mode was literally just an MP4 upload of Fred the movie, I'd be much happier than receiving whatever the hell this was. One thing I really don't understand is why some companies just won't admit that they don't have either enough time or, you know, enough money to make an actual playable game. Or, you know, at least one of this caliber where, you know, royalties, contracts, and intellectual properties have to be accounted for. It seems pretty obvious either the game director just didn't give a shit, or more likely, they didn't have the sufficient funds to make this crossover happen. The way they should approach this was like, hey, our last biggest Shonen Jump crossover was a diabolical monstrosity. If you're willing to fund our next big crossover project through a GoFundMe campaign, we promise we won't disappoint you. And, you know, in fact, we have some really good perks. For $60 or more, you'll get a copy of the game on release and some bonus cosmetics. For $120 or more, we'll send you a video of everyone that worked on the last game being sacrificed to a volcano. Because there are games like Star Citizen, a really good game a friend of mine has recommended to me, that has gotten up to 125 million in crowdfunding, and it's an original title. You know, it doesn't have the advantage that Shonen Jump has, you know, having an already established fan base. Can you imagine that? How much funding a game like Jump Force, you know, with already known fan favorite characters, how much funding that would get? I bet you wouldn't even have to let anyone know what characters are going to be in the game. Just let them know the concept and they'll just toss their wallets at you. Jump Force is trash. And I'm very happy that I was able to, you know, just watch other people, you know, friends, family, other YouTubers, and game reviewers experience this failure instead of having to firsthand. So yeah, thanks. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. If you actually watched this far, like the video and comment eggplant. Yeah, eggplant. Have a good night. Hi everybody, it's Kneecaps. I just want to say that I'm going to start taking YouTube more seriously now, you know, now that it's my job. Yay, I know, yay. I'm going to try to start uploading more frequently, you know, hopefully every Saturday, or, you know, if not every Saturday, then every other Saturday. So, you know, turn on notifications, you know, thumbs up every video I make, even if you hate it, yeah, and just comment. That's all you got to do on your part. I'm also going to try to get sponsors as well, you know, but yeah. I just look forward to more frequent videos. Have a good day. Bye.